Susan Collins helped cripple the USPS, now Maine farmers are getting dead baby chicks in the mail. Sounds like a good campaign ad. You know what you don't see this year? Collins signs. Just aren't any. My wife's car needed a part that had to be ordered. It should have been there Monday, but instead didn't show up until yesterday. It's a good thing she could borrow my car since I'm working from home, or else she wouldn't have been able to work this week. Fuck Collins and fuck Trump. Get fucked. I donated to Sarah Gideon earlier this week and couldn't be happier with that decision. This is important because FedEx and the like simply will not ship live animals due to liability issues. If you need to ship live animals, it's either an expensive private transport, like you might get for a pet dog, or the post office. I've gotten chicks in the mail more than a few times. Usually 1 to 2 come dead, but baby chicks are fragile. They need about 100 F heat, but can die if it gets too hot. Usually they go in boxes a day after hatching. They don't need food for the first day or two but need food and water after they. It's not unheard of in really hot or cold weather to have an entire batch get killed due to transport conditions, but the article says over 4,000 have arrived dead, which is really unprecedented. It's also easily explainable if the box simply sat in a processing center for 2 to 3 days where they didn't have heat or water. I hope I never read her name again after November. Send those fluffy dead directly to Susan. 2 terms more than my pledge already. Collins. By the time they arrive in the mail, they should be fully ripened. She's a spineless POS. Sounds like Maine farmers need to adjust their voting practices. They won't. Wash. Rinse. Repeat. Dead chicks. Susan Collins is a traitor to the U.S. and the citizens of Maine, who she swore to protect. She voted in Brett Kavanaugh, a sexual assaulter now with a lifetime appointment. Women can never trust the current Supreme Court that has 2 known sexual assaulters, Kavanaugh and Thomas. Collins did not vote to impeach Trump, a traitor to the United States. She had that information before that vote and she chose to keep Trump in office. Now it's all snowballing. USPS, Trump treason exposed. She supported all of it. She is not only a traitor to the U.S., she is a traitor to women and sexual assault victims and survivors. Fuck Susan Collins. I hope I get to say it to her face at some point. Edited to add, as a female, how can I ever truly trust a court system that is headed by sexual assaulters? Well, as Susan Collins would say, the farmers have learned their lesson. Fuck Collins. Donated to her opponent. And I don't even live in Maine. DeJoy has said the cash-strapped agency implemented the changes as cost-cutting measures. But $700 billion for blowing up brown people countries is perfectly fine. Sure, all the livestock is dead, and we can't export crops due to trade wars, and we'll likely lose the farm, but at least we don't have a damn liberal in office. Funny thing is, as much as the Democratic voters hate her, the Republican voters might hate her more. My dad calls her the Democrat in disguise. Which is comical. Pile them up in her front yard. Except for she's never back in Maine anyway. I hope she gets completely blown out in November. Forward them into her office. That's the thing about voter suppression via mail. It messes with a shit ton more people than those you're suppressing. I'm sure she's learned her lesson. No reason to be concerned. It would be a shame if a dead baby chick recipient forwarded their parcel onto their legislator. I feel bad for the dead chicks, but these farmers by and large voted her in, so the blood and dead birds are on their hands too. Mornin' Susan. Could you sleep last night with those chicks on your mind? Either way, fuck off, you piece o' shite. Also remember, if she had voted so, Trump would be out of office right now, but you know I'm sure he learned his lesson. She is pure evil. Also, this is typical Republican shit. Break government. 2. Claim that government is broken. Lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Susan Collins can eat a bag of dicks. I work at a distribution center in Maine and the dead chicks are really getting to me. It used to be once in a while a few would die, but this is insane. Trump has destroyed the farming industry for some petty fucking reasons. He started a bunch of tariff wars that America has essentially lost, resulting in the taxpayer having to pay billions to bail out the farmers affected. And now he's crippling the USPS cause if people vote by mail, all the voter suppress ions tactics that Republicans have been slowly setting up for the last few decades would be useless. I belong to some homesteading/farming groups on Facebook. Someone posted an article about the dead chicks due to USPS slowdown. Most of these types of people are Republicans. And most of them comment that this isn't real. So don't expect any of them to turn over a new leaf. They just do what they normally do, deny reality and stick to the party narrative. Wow, I'm sure Susan Collins is totally gonna get her comeuppance this time. I am very intelligent. This measure was only a link in the chain. The Postal Service was once fully part of the government, rather than a hybrid entity that is evaluated by profits and must compete with private sector companies. It's appropriate to avoid wasteful spending, but obeying two masters, taxpayers and market forces, is ridiculous. The Postal Service must become a department of government again. Delivering the mail is an essential service and should not be measured by profit, any more than the military. If you're a backyard farmer, please look for a local source of chicks and pullets. They'll be healthier, and they hopefully won't have their beaks clipped to keep them from pecking each other due to stress. I find it really difficult to empathize with the people in red states when they get fucked by the elected officials they voted in. Does that make me a bad person? As it happens, the USPS is more important for the economy than people seem to think. This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. Salon.com/2020/08/21/ Susan Collins helped cripple the USPS. Now Maine farmers are getting dead baby chicks in the mail / reduced by 94%. I'm a bot. Sen. Susan Collins. Ultimately, that law is responsible for how we got to where we're at, a postal union leader tells Salon. Maine farmers have blamed recent changes at the U.S. Postal Service after receiving thousands of dead baby chicks due to shipping delays. If people cannot depend on the Postal Service for prompt delivery of mail or packages, it will only further hurt the Postal Service's financial situation, Collins said. Extended summary, http://np. reddit.com/r/auditl/comments/advc/susan_collins_helped_cripple_now_main/FAQ, http://np. reddit.com/auditl/comments/31b9fm/FAQ_auditl_bot/version 2. 025183006TL, DRS so far. Feedback, http://np. reddit.com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditl PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords, postal #1 Collins #2 service #3 agency #4 bill #5. Republicans are so fucking detestable. What an outrageously shitty woman Susan Collins is. As someone that raises chickens, and slaughters them myself to eat, I would have a hard time sleeping if my small flock, less than a dozen, all died of heat exhaustion or dehydration. The goal of anyone raising meat animals close to their own lives is a good life and one bad day. When we kill the chickens, they go from living, conscious, and calm to unconscious to dead in less than 10 seconds. Even when things go wrong it's like 20 seconds. When I die, I can only hope that I'll be as calm and ignorant as they are before it happens and that I'm gone as quickly. That is rarely the case even with humans, and virtually never the case with animals living in nature. In my opinion, creating a system where thousands of animals are suffocating to death, or dying of prolonged heat exhaustion, hypothermia, or dehydration is grounds for a major animal abuse investigation of the entire chain of leadership that created it.